Today, basically first thing in the morning, we got up, went and had some breakfast. I had French toast with, which apparently is a dessert dish in America, with maple syrup and all that. Wasn't what I was expecting, but it wasn't too bad either. Wouldn't be having that every day by any means. After breakfast, we caught a taxi down to Graceland. Being both fans of Elvis, a bit of a pilgrimage for us to see where the king, where he lived. Graceland is an amazing place. The actual house is not massive. It's not this massive grand mansion that you might imagine. It's not modest either, but it's quite comfy and homely, perhaps is the best word. Jam-packed with information about the king's life, things to do with his family, his career. Probably a must-do, really. I feel better for having been to Graceland, as funny as that sounds. I knew that if I was coming to America, that was somewhere where I was going, and it lived up to expectations. We saw the jungle room, the TV room, the racquetball room, any other sort of room that you might know of if you're an Elvis fan. And we also saw the final resting place of the king, which, I'll be honest, I was starting to feel a little bit moved by that stage. It was just to see the amount of awards and how extravagant this guy was, and his story from just a nobody like you or I, just going about their business, living the life that they were born into, and through the grace of his God-given talents, he was able to make it big, and not just make it big, make it real big, to the point where I don't think you or I could imagine a world where Elvis never happened, where rock and roll never happened, and this place really hammered home just how big an impact Elvis had. Absolutely fantastic. I would say if you're going to the United States of America, you have to go to Graceland. If you're a fan of music and you happen to find yourself in Memphis, is Sun Studios. Now, Sun Studios might be famous for most people because it's where Elvis was discovered. You might know it from Walk the Line. If you're a Johnny Cash fan, that's where Johnny Cash walked in and didn't get a fair go at first, and then was discovered for his songwriting ability and stuff like that. Carl Perkins, Roy Orbison, they're all the white guys that recorded there, which most people know about. And if you dig a bit deeper and are a little bit of a fan, or you play guitar, you might know of guys like Buddy Guy, Howling Wolf, and guys like that. You walk in there, and this one's for all you true believers out there. First thoughts were, this is where Jack Russell Connection needs to be if we ever want to be the real deal. But you never know, we might just write our own chapter in history. How's that sound? We got a photo taken at the original microphone. They've managed to keep one of the original microphones, the vocal mic. So everyone was having, yeah, stuff like that. And the tour itself was pretty good. We took a free shuttle bus back to Beale Street. We've walked back to the hotel, and tonight we're off to the NBA to see the Memphis Grizzlies play the Miami Heat. Up yours, LeBron James. We've just been to the NBA. We've seen the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Miami Heat, and let me tell you, it was awesome. We decided to follow the Grizzlies, and they won, and the crowd went absolutely bonkers. For those who are interested in fan culture, there was about 30, maybe 40 guys standing up in the heavens, singing, chanting, stuff like that. A little bit surprised, but the atmosphere as the game went on, it was a very close game. It was won in the last 0.5 of a second when Rudy Gay went to the basket, and yeah, fantastic. Here's a few seconds towards the end of the game, and hopefully it can show you just how awesome it was.